You broke your promise, so you will rot in this jail forever.
It wasn't my fault. It was that organ. He deceived me. Wait a minute, Master. I think there's been a little misunderstanding. Have you in mind that organ upstairs? Sure you know him since he's the music composer here.
Yes, of course I know him, but what about Forte now?
He forced us to go into the Black Forest, and the worst thing is that he knew it was dangerous. I can confirm that cause I was with Belle, before he dragged us upstairs with some relaxing music.
And then he sent us to the Black Forest cause he told us that we would found a perfect Christmas tree. But I obviously made a mistake by trusting him. To be honest, I knew there was something suspicious going on. And then something tells me that he forced Fife to almost drown us in this, so all that happened was his fault. Looks like he has a problem with me and wanted to get rid of me, and it's even my fault that I trusted him. Despite knowing there was something sinister about him, but I just wanted to make you happy. I am sorry, I promise I won't go into that forest ever again, even if it was Forte who forced me to go there.
All true, Master. He wanted to get rid of us and I almost died of hypothermia and underwater cause of him. I really don't understand what problem he is with Belle or with all of us too, but I never thought he'd do such a thing.
Forte did that? Well, he tried to keep me from searching for you and he doesn't want Christmas too, but I never thought he'd.
Well, if you don't believe it, come with us then and see for yourself.
Why did you force me to do that? I didn't want to do that.
Told you before, Fife. I couldn't allow her to bring Christmas back to this castle. Like the Master, I hate Christmas so much. Plus I don't want to be a human again, cause I don't want my music to be despised like before. This is why I wanted to get rid of Belle, so she couldn't fall in love with the Master, also he wouldn't have liked her more than me.
Well, for me, you don't have any particular reason to hate Belle. It's not her fault if you weren't appreciated. It's not her fault if the Master is suffering. To be honest, it's you who is making him suffer even more. And it doesn't look as if he likes her more than you. So even your being jealous of Belle doesn't make sense at all. She didn't even know you before coming here. She's never done anything to hurt you. So it almost look as if you hate Belle just cause she exists. Just cause you hate Christmas doesn't mean you have to being a big jerk towards her. You almost made me murder a poor innocent girl that has never done anything to hurt anyone, and I'm sorry that hearing about love irritates you so much. You said that Belle is evil, don't you? Well, I think you are the one who is evil now, and the Master isn't only yours. Forcing me to almost kill an innocent girl is an evil thing to do. She's never done anything to deserve that.
Fife, I told you a bunch of times that you're not allowed to raise your voice with me. I found it disrespectful to the best organ player in this world.
I don't care. You're the problem here, not Belle. Looks like being an organ is slowly making you lose your humanity since you almost got her killed, and you don't even feel any remorse about that.
Silence, little walking flute. I told you to not raise your voice with me. And there's nothing you can do about it anyway. The Master believes me whatever I say. I had him believing me when I told him that Belle didn't care about how he feels when it's Christmas. The Master blindly trusts me. After all, I'm his best friend. I can even convince him to kick you out of the castle if I want. And that's exactly what's gonna happen if you don't stop acting like a whiny bitch baby, or even if you'll try to get in my way from now on. It would be enough to make you look bad and nobody will trust you anymore, neither the Master. So you'll end up all alone and nobody will help you anymore at that point, cause everyone will have lost their trust in you, and maybe you'll learn to not mess with the great mighty Forte.
I can believe it. How can you possibly be this cruel and insensible? Have you lost your heart when you became an organ?
Oh, Belle, I'm so happy to see you again.
Me too. Fife, come away with me from this horrible room forever. You're too good for someone like Forte.
Congratulations, you survived even if you fell into a very, very cold water. But of course, I'm not done with you yet.
Pirate, I already know everything. You wanted to get rid of me just cause I was trying to bring Christmas back here.
What the? So you were eavesdropping until now, weren't you?
Yep, of course I know that it's not nice to eavesdrop, but you see, I knew there was something sinister about you, so you've been jealous of me the whole time. Oh, you're completely out of your mind. I've never done anything to hurt you. Just because I wanted to bring Christmas back to this castle, and I didn't know you before coming here anyway. So you cannot say that I'm trying to steal the Master from you, and for your information, I just wanted to make everyone happy, including him.
Well, for me happiness is so depressing, and the Master will never know what I did to you anyway, bitch. He blindly trusts me whatever I say or do, he doesn't suspect a thing, and if I want I can even make him kick you out of this castle once and for all, so he'll be only mine forever.
Excuse me, loggerhead of an organ, but I don't belong to anyone. Plus, I don't think I can trust you again. Belle and Chip told me everything. Why did you force her to go into that dangerous forest? They all could have risked to die in there because of you.
Master, I can explain. I did for you so she couldn't rise again your Christmas trauma, since she doesn't care about how you feel when it's Christmas.
That's not true. So you were really trying to make Belle look bad, weren't you? I'm so disappointed in you, Forte. I never thought you'd do such a thing. Sorry, but if you keep acting like a psycho then we can't be friends anymore.
So what are you gonna do now? Kick me out of this castle? If you haven't noticed it.
I'm bolted to the wall!
So neither if I wanted it I could move from here. I'm literally stuck.
I wouldn't kick you out of the castle anyway. Now you stay here and think about what you did, okay? And don't ever do such an insane thing like that again, or I'll ask Miss Potts to make you drink cold tea in a dark room.
All covered in dust, cinders, and cobwebs.
And with the rats using your stage as their new home with your keyboard as their bed.
Well, I'd rather if it's Belle being forced to drink cold tea in the dark with dust, cinders, and cobwebs on her. And I hope the rats will take a dump in her shitty shoes.
Excuse me, even my shoes are important to me, so I hope those filthy rats won't leave their fisses into them. But anyway, do you really think I'm evil? I personally feel offended cause I've always been so sweet to everyone. And be careful cause I might really become like that. If you try getting me killed again, I'll tear off those keys on your keyboard one by one, and then I'll throw them into a furnace. Okay. So please don't make me do that. You're always a human, so I'd feel like killing you.
But what if Forte might try to destroy us all?
That won't happen, Chip. Me and the Master will protect you. Don't even try now. Otherwise I won't have any other choice but to destroy you. And personally I don't want weights on my conscience.